Hi guys! So it's been a really long time since I filmed a video. I'm really excited to show you guys my current foundation routine. Now keep in mind that I do use a full coverage foundation, full coverage concealer, and a powder. So if that's not something that you like to do, keep in mind that you can always replace things with what you like and what you don't like. So you can always use different brushes. I'm just showing you guys how I do it and how it works for me. Also want to say that you might want to keep in mind that you can use your own brushes. I don't really use expensive brushes anymore. I'm really into the Real Techniques brushes, especially for my face. I will go ahead and show you guys what I use and how I use it, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, so stay tuned and see my full coverage regular everyday foundation tutorial. So I've already moisturized my face with the Embryolisse La Creme Concentre, and this is just like the perfect moisturizer for any type of skin, dry or oily skin. I have really oily skin and I love this stuff, especially for the winter. It is kind of like a healing moisturizer, so it really works. You can also use it as kind of a primer or a makeup remover. I've said it many times in my favorites, and this is definitely my favorite moisturizer. I use it all year round. And then I've been priming my face with the Benefit Porefessional. Now, does it make my makeup last longer? I don't really think so, but does it make it glide on smoother? I think it does. I think it also evens out your complexion before applying foundation. Also, I don't know about minimizing pores. To me, my face looks the same except for maybe a little bit more evened out, and it kind of creates a base for my foundation to stick to. So I will go ahead and go in with my foundation. And I have been using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid for a really long time. It's a full coverage foundation, so yeah, I really like it because it is full coverage. I don't have to use a lot of it. And it glides on perfectly onto my skin. Right now I'm using NC20. I know, so light compared to my NC35, which I use in the summer. So yeah, it has SPF 15, but to me it doesn't have any flashback. Also, you might want to shake it well, and then it doesn't come with the pump, but it's $9 at MAC. So, and then I'm using the Real Techniques buffing brush. Yeah, the buffing brush. And you can, I also like to use a stippling brush, but right now I've really been into the buffing brush, and I'm just gonna do one full pump of it. And that is quite a bit, so what I do is I just dab it on my whole face. And I forgot my mirror, so if I'm looking onto the middle of nowhere, it's because I'm looking at the screen. And then just blend it in. And bring it down your neck. Okay, so once I get down like the first initial coat, I then go back with a little bit on like spot areas, so I spot treat with my foundation. So sometimes on my cheeks. And I often choose to make these makeup foundation tutorials when my skin is acting up, so I can show you guys just how I cover my acne, and because I do have really problematic skin and really oily skin. So for those of you who suffer with acne and kind of have trouble concealing and spot treating those areas, I can show you guys how I do it. And when my skin is acting normal, I don't necessarily have to do this second step of foundation, and I just kind of spot treat with concealer. But when it has been acting crazy and I have a lot of acne around my cheeks or my chin or my forehead, I like to just put more foundation on, just because it covers more area and I don't have to do every single pimple or scarred spot or whatever. When I have a lot of acne scarring, I go ahead and go in with my Studio Finish Concealer SPF 35 in an NC30. I just haven't switched the color because I really don't see why. They all kind of look the same, especially in concealer. So it is a cream concealer and it has a lot of coverage, so I love it for spot healing, and sometimes I use it under my eyes, well, most of the time. And so I go in with this, and I use a smaller brush. This is the Real Techniques accent brush, and I don't do this all the time, but when I do have a lot of acne to cover up, I go ahead and do this technique. So now that I've kind of put concealer everywhere that I needed to, I will go back with a bigger brush. So this is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush, which I use for concealer because I love it. I will go in with just a little bit of concealer and just kind of blend out the places where I've already put it. I don't grab a whole lot more product, but I do grab a little bit just to blend it out so it's not too noticeable. Okay, and then I will go ahead and do my under eyes at this time. So I'll take some concealer and put it under my eyes, just to cover any dark spots or maybe circles that I have. Right now my eyes are really tired. I usually don't have them that bad, but right now, let's not talk about all the sleep I have not been getting because of Christmas. So now that I've already concealed my face and my foundation is on, I'm going to go ahead and powder my face. So I've been using this brush right here, which is the blush brush from Real Techniques, but I also sometimes use the big powder brush. To me, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that when you do powder your face, after you swirl it in the powder, you're kind of setting it and not really swiping over, because that will remove all the work you've done with your concealer. So this is the color Creamy Natural in the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. These are like $4 at Walmart or whatever, and I really like it. I think it makes my face look matte enough, and then later when it oxidizes I can just blot my face. So I'm going to go ahead and set my foundation. So I first go through and kind of set it. And if you have dry skin, just use a more natural powder. Okay. So then I go ahead and go in with my contouring, and then I use the Sunny NYC bronzer. I love this stuff, but I've also tried the Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I really like that stuff. But today I'm going to show you guys with the NYC Sunny bronzer, and I'm going to use a contouring brush. This is from, I got it at IMATS, so I don't remember what the brand was, but I also sometimes use the Real Techniques contour brush, which is pretty much the same idea. This one's just a little bigger, and I just swirl it in, contour my face. Also on my forehead and on my chin, and a little bit on my nose. And I did it just on this side so you guys can see the difference. So this is the side that I've contoured, and this is the side that's kind of left alone. So you can see kind of the dimension that contouring gives you. I kind of just want to blend it in so it's not too harsh. Okay, and now I'm going to highlight, which I love this highlighter. This is my favorite highlighter of all time, the Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and I'm just going to use this e.l.f. brush with it. I love this stuff. Just on the tops of my cheekbones. And then just on my cupid's bow. My chin. I would do down my nose. If you have normal skin or dry skin, I would do down my nose and then on tops of my brows. And then that gives you just a perfect glow. And then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. And this is just with an angled brush, contour brush, that I also got at IMAT, so I don't know what the brand is. Just on the apples of my cheeks and pull it back. Ooh, and when you do what I did and put too much, all you have to do is go back with another brush and just blend it in. A clean brush or a brush that's been used with foundation or something. And just go back and brush it through. Okay, so that's it. So that is all for my foundation tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, so if you have any questions, just leave them down below. As far as brushes and products go, just leave me the questions down below and I'll try to answer them for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.